Alright guys, welcome to the Solar System's Tower reading. Today we're going to do our generational reading, which lasts between 2012 as well as all the way up to 2084, I believe. So this is basically the 72-year cycle that's based off of how the archangels turn and actually spin the zodiac wheel. So as you can see, our selenite has sticks have selected Capricorn. So let's cut the deck and get started. So this pyramid path reading basically shows us the experiences that lead us up to why we think what we think, the skills that those experiences and takeaways basically push us to think, and then the pillars that lead up to the conclusion of what we should be focused on in this lifetime. So, as I mentioned, this is for Capricorn. Specifically, it's geared towards ascendants. That's what the sign will work best, but it's also wise to include your sun as well as your moon, so you can figure out the experiences and the situations and the pyramid that you'll be attracting in life, as well as the sun, which is basically showing you what you'll sort of be directed towards. So it's really a combination of all three. However, it is what am I trying to say here? However, it's sorry, I'm kind of blanking while I'm setting these cards up. However, it's all within the space of the ascendant. So, with that being said, this is why the ascendant is the most powerful one. Okay. So with these cards selected, let's get started. So, this being the 5-layer deck, this is the feeling, the emotion, and basically the space and location of where you may be along in life and what takeaways and what skills may be pushing you towards that point in time. So the right side, the righteous side, this is the known side. You can see this little individual pyramid right here. This is the right side, your righteous pyramid. This is your left side pyramid. The center kind of shares it, and this is the core vibration of everything you have going on, and then this is the conclusion. Now, the left side is basically coming out of left field, the unknown side. So this is why I call this the future side, and this is sort of the past side. But that's more or less just a way to look at it. And the future and past really only applies to this part of the pyramid specifically. So let's get started. So we started out for you guys with deep cellular healing. This is Arcturus energy, healing, physical and emotional healing, all that stuff. Deep cellular healing. The next card you sort of pulled right here is the Breath of the Cosmos. My will to the my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You can see that Capricorns, you guys focusing on what's valuable all the time. So basically for Capricorns, you guys sort of came into this life with more of a rough past life in a sense, where it was kind of difficult, so you kind of need to heal from that, sort of revamp that. And as you sort of start moving into more of your present time, these three cards could be anywhere in your present at this moment in time, since this is the past and this is the future. You guys are sort of finicky, and you like to keep everything valuable, keep everything important, keep everything on schedule. You know what I'm saying here? So there's a lot of energy on you Capricorns right now, especially with, actually, during these, basically till the end of 2020, you guys will have, what is it? Saturn, Jupiter, as well as Pluto in there. Pluto will be staying there for a little longer, but Saturn starts moving into Aquarius soon, and then Jupiter will start moving in Aquarius shortly after. But nonetheless, you guys are micromanaging, you need to heal and you need to let go, and you're kind of trying to get everybody else to heal. You're trying to get everybody to sort of be on your level so that you can sort of view them as valuable, but that's more of a you thing. Let's see what else we got going on. So the next card we pulled is, You're Not Alone. See this right here? Isolation, physical connection, community. This is basically showing you that all these experiences you're going through, where you had a rough past life, you needed to heal yourself, and you were micromanaging the shit out of it. Not everybody is as well off as you may think. You may value other people higher, but maybe they just don't do the same healing that you necessarily wanted to do, and the same healing that you came in life doing. So don't think that you're the only one going through this rough path right now. Alright, so the next card you basically pulled is your inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions, new beginnings. You're sort of letting go of the healing, letting go. Well, I wouldn't say letting go. You're forgiving the fact that you needed to be healed in some sense, and you're letting go, and you're sort of coming up with new solutions, new directions, new beginnings. This is the inner earth card. This is where you recede into yourself, you reflect on what's happened, and you're basically on the chopping block, the sort of that winter stage where you're letting go what may not be needed anymore. This is that inner earth card. But let's check your future and see what's going on. So the future you got is your portal. Oh man, this card is cool as shit. Look at that. I want to go through a portal like that, and that ain't no freaking Minecraft portal where you're just going into hell and you're like, oh, one of them fire throwing glob thingies. That's a cool portal where you get to ride vibrational situations. Freaking, you got a diamond crested in so many freaking fancy words you could use about that portal right now. Damn. But yeah, so this is basically your future. Doors are opening for you. You decide the rewards. You're the wild card itself. So going through all this, healing yourself, rectifying all past situations, it'll put you in a high vibrational state in the future because you're going to know what to do regardless of what comes at you, right? But another key important thing I like to mention is living in high vibrations after healing negative vibrations. This contrast is going to be strong as shit, Capricorns. You're going to be like, damn, I didn't know all that was going to happen for real. But remember, the contrast is going to make it seem so freaking awesome. It's going to be so well-deserved, and you're going to value this experience so highly. And trust me, you're going to want to show other people too. But let's see the takeaways and see why we got this card. Alright. So, why I put these cards sort of on the both of the vibrational cards in a sense is because this is the takeaway from these sort of combined experiences and the cusp of what you're thinking when you sort of put two and two together. Because it's sort of like how you can see the zodiac wheel, like Capricorn learned from Sagittarius, Capricorn taught frickin' Aquarius things, and they sort of just learn together, right? It's the same sort of takeaway of these two vibrations. So check this out. Karmic relations, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict, right? So when you're reflecting and you're about to go through some type of transformation or a portal and going basically to the other side, the other steps, this is, you know, it can sort of make you question what happened before. Do you deserve this? Is this actually what I want to do? Is this valuable? Regardless of what opportunity presents itself to you. So that's sort of where the conflict can come up. But after every contraction period, you know, in a wave, there's a freaking expansion period shortly after. Okay, cool. My bad. I got paranoid for what the freaking thing was thinking. We'll edit that out. Yeah. So, moving on from that, let's pull the past card, see what we got. Oh, interesting. So, perspective right here, right? The combination of micromanaging and healing. So, when you heal yourself, you see other people need to be healed, and you want to make it, prove it to yourself in some sense. Sometimes you get on other people's asses. Sometimes when there's something you don't like, you get on your own ass about it. And the conclusion that you take from this is, well, not the conclusion, but the takeaway you take from that is, none of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Gain some perspective from it. Not everybody wants to be healed. They have to go to AA or to go to rehab and do any healing, excuse me, a type of shit like that. You need perspective. You have to want to do it. Not everybody wants to be healed, and not everybody wants to be micromanaged. This is something that you know, Capricorns. I know you had a lot of energy towards it. I know you wanted to help people, but figure out what you actually value. Okay, this card's... I gotta pull up the fucking cards. Pull these out. Alright, so the next card. So you got the messenger card for micromanaging, sort of the, which came from the cellular healing, and you're not alone, right? So it's on the cusp of that. This card right here, the messenger, serious energy. Don't get me started on that. Bringing harmony and balance. The messenger can bring any message. So to sort of figure out what this means, we got to see the conclusion where you came from to get to that point, right? So deep cellular healing, trying to get everybody else in your vibration, figure out what's valuable, and just being like, I got to heal myself, but I also want to heal other people because I see it now too. You know, having this combined with you're not alone and sort of realizing you're not alone, you're gonna want to build a community around, you know, interpersonal healing, being self-regulatory, and finding people in your community, right? So you may just be going out sort of being evangelical, take the religious context out of that, of just this experience that you went through for yourself. You want to show people this healing. You want to show people this transformation that you made for yourself. You want to show people how to be self-regulatory so that they can consciously experience what they want in a sense, right? So this is that card right here, and this is the takeaway from these two experiences at the end of the day. Let's check the last takeaway card, the last thought card, and see what we got going on. So the next card we pulled...
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for following this video up until this point. Hopefully it resonates with you, and hopefully you really got something out of it, and maybe even some deep insight on how your life has been going, the emotional paths, and you actually have a means to categorize it in a way that truly resonates with you. So thanks for following this. If you guys actually want more and you want to see this full reading, you can click on our Patreon link below. But for now, just take a spin with me and let's see this bigger reading for the entire ecliptic that we have going on ourselves. So once again, Patreon link is in the description if you actually want to see the full reading, and you can see the full end of the path, all the takeaways, and everything that you actually enjoyed up into it so far and what it actually concludes to.